Hey Virgo, welcome to your weekly forecast for December 29th through, November 29th through December 5th. Or whenever you happen to stumble upon this video, you're going to find it when you're meant to. And keep in mind, this is a general reading. Not every single message is going to resonate, but take the ones that do and leave the ones that don't, okay? We're going to get right into it here and see what we need to know for Virgo Sun, Moon, and Rising. First card coming up for our Virgo darlings is the Seven of Cups. All right. Seven of Cups can be a dream coming true, okay? But I'm feeling a sense of like a whirlwind energy as I'm looking at the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is also like having to make a choice and having to make a decision. And I feel like your head is spinning, Virgo. You're like, I don't know what to focus on. I don't know which one to choose. I don't know which one to do. And you're feeling really overwhelmed. A lot of the times, this creates stagnation. This creates a block because we're so overwhelmed and fearful that we're not going to make the right choice that we end up doing nothing at all. And then we feel stuck, like nothing is happening in our life and nothing is moving in our life. I have found in my experience, the reason why most people get stuck is they don't have faith in themselves that they're going to make the right decision. And a lot of the times this starts in childhood, right? You might have a parent or a guardian who's really stressed out, and you run up to them at the store and you're like, Mom, Dad, Grandma, Grandpa, Auntie, Uncle, like whoever's taking care of you. You're like, please, 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 can I have this toy or can I buy this cereal? And they're like, no, put that away. I'm not going to waste my money on that garbage. And after a while, you teach yourself to stop wanting things. You teach yourself to stop asking for things because you think, okay, well, I guess what I want is garbage. I guess the things I like are stupid and they're not important. And we just kind of shut ourselves off. And so when you come to a time of making decisions, right, or you want something, you feel guilty for wanting something. And you're like, well, it's stupid of me to want that. Or it's a stupid thing to want, or there's no way that I can do it, or there's no way that I can get it. So this is a time of clearing limited beliefs, and this is a time of you having to practice giving yourself permission to want what you want. This is the time to validate what you want and to tell yourself, I have a right to want these things. They have value. Right? They're not worthless. It's not garbage. Another thing that can be really helpful to get you unstuck is to write down the different options, the different courses of action. And then one by one, imagine yourself having made that decision, having made that choice. And then you just daydream yourself living that life. Pay attention to which of the daydreams make you the happiest. Like they feel right. They feel fulfilling. They feel satisfying, right? And once you have that written down, okay, these are the ones that made me the happiest, you start doing your homework. All right, how can I go about making this happen? What is required of me? What are the steps that I have to take to get there? And how might I get started? Once you have that written down, it's going to be right in front of you very clear which one of the goals or which one of the things you can start on now, it's attainable now, and which ones are going to be the things that you're going to work up to over time. And then guess what? All of a sudden, you're not stuck anymore. You're not stagnant anymore. You have a very clear plan for the future, and you're not in this limbo energy. Okay? Your next card coming up here for Virgo is the Two of Pentacles. And Two of Pentacles can come up when we're working really hard for something and we need to kind of relax. We need to kind of try to remind why we started to do it to begin with, and connect with a sense of like playfulness and joy, like focusing on the aspects that you like. You might have become so disconnected by something or disconnected from something that you're on such autopilot, and you're feeling unfulfilled and you're feeling stressed out. So the example that Spirit is bringing to my mind is, let's say there's somebody who loves to cook. They love to cook. They went and they made a career out of it, right? They started working in a restaurant, or they started a catering business, and then they start to get, busy with work, and they start to lose the joy for it, because it's like, I gotta hurry up and get this done. I gotta hurry up and get this done. I gotta get this out. I gotta get that out. And they start to hate it, or they start to feel very overwhelmed. And Spirit is saying, well, because you're just doing it in a disconnected way, you've taken the love out of it, right? Remember when you used to love, chopping up the vegetables? It was relaxing. Remember when you enjoyed going through the spices and smelling everything as you put together the seasoning? Remember how you loved watching those sauces come together as you were like making your roux or stirring it up in the pan? But you're on such autopilot that you're not even connecting with the process. And therefore, you're like, oh, I gotta hurry up and get this. I hate this. I hate that. Take a moment to be present. Take a moment to be grounded. And be present in the work that you're doing. And you might actually start to feel the joy for it again. This isn't so bad. I like doing this. This is kind of fun. Oh, I remember why I got into this to begin with. Right? So to find satisfaction in your work again. Two of Pentacles can also come up when we're being way too critical of ourselves. We're stuck inside of our head, and we're assuming that other people are looking down on us. Oh, did you see the way they looked at me? They're judging me. Oh, they said this, but they really meant that. They were trying to insult me. Well, my dear, you have to remind yourself, we are not mind readers. You cannot read anybody's mind. You don't know what's going on in their head. Not everybody is judging you, and you have to remind yourself of that. Somebody might give you a funny look and leave the room, and for all you know, they felt horrible gas coming on, and they're like, oh my gosh, oh my goodness, I can't let this out in front of Virgo. I gotta hurry up and get out of here. Oh my gosh, I hope I get out of this room before it lets out. That's gonna be so embarrassing. And they may be rushing out of the room and trying to get somewhere to where they can pass that gas without anybody knowing. Meanwhile, you're like, oh my gosh, they made this weird face and they left. They don't like me. You don't know what's going on. There can be so many other scenarios to explain the situation. So don't internalize everything. Be present with what you're doing. Focus on your work. Focus on the aspects of it that you enjoy. If you have a lot to do right now and you're feeling buried, you're feeling overwhelmed, bring some playfulness into it. If you're allowed to have the radio on or listen to music, maybe you're clearing away clutter in your house. Maybe some of you are going through clearing away somebody else's clutter. Maybe you have an older relative that got put in a I don't know what they call them. Are they called retirement homes or nursing home? Got put in a nursing home, or you had an older relative or a parent pass away, and you have to go through and you have to get everything in order. Maybe it's your own house. Put on some music and try to let some light in, let some fresh air in, try to kind of up the vibe here. Try to kind of enjoy the process. Maybe you're going to sit down and look at the photos. Maybe you're going to read old diaries. And just find a way to bring a sense of connection into it, a sense of release into it. The next card that's coming up here for Virgo is the Three of Pentacles. And the Three of Pentacles is laying down a new foundation. It can be collaborating, and most often it can be coming into some kind of mentorship. Somebody taking you under their wing or showing you the ropes or helping you to strengthen your gifts or your skills is what I want to say. So some of you have been working very hard, and in the near future it's going to pay off. Your hard work is being noticed, and there's going to be, okay, well, let's show you the ropes. Let's show you the way. Let's move you up. So some of you might be getting called into new work projects. Hey, Virgo, when you come in tomorrow, grab your notepad and go sit next to so-and-so in this next department over here and take notes and learn what they're doing. Learn how they're doing the job. They might start cross-training you on stuff. They might start giving you assignments and giving you a chance to do new things, right? There's a sense here of like being prepared for stepping into leadership for some of you. Your next card coming up here is the Wheel. The Wheel is a major arcana card, and the Wheel cards are always going to come up when we're coming out of a period or situation of stagnation. I'm sorry, that's the Wheel card. The major arcana cards are going to come up when the situation that we're dealing with is directly connected to something we came here to master, something we came here to learn, a way we came to grow and to learn. So in those moments, we're never alone. Our angels and guides are around us. They're helping us. They're leading us. They're guiding us through it. And the Wheel is about getting unstuck, coming out of a period or time of stagnation. We said that a lot of you might be feeling stuck because you're not sure what to focus on. You're not sure what to choose. But Spirit is showing us that this energy is moving forward. You're getting clear about what you want. You're getting focused on what you're doing. You're finding your joy for it again. You're being recognized and seen for your gifts and talents and skills. And things are beginning to move forward for you. You're coming out of the stagnation. You're coming out of the energy of being stuck. Okay? Moving forward, moving along. For a lot of you, the Wheel card can be encouraging you to take the next step. Some of you are wondering, do I just stay here? Do I just stay here? Do I just stay at this level? Or do I stay in this place and wait for things to get better? And the Wheel card can be saying that, well, things are going to get better, but they're meant to get better as you move forward, as you step into a new opportunity, as you step into new energy. It's really interesting, but something about the Wheel card makes me feel like some of you feel as though you're coming out of hiding. Like maybe life has just felt very dormant for you for a long time. You've been trying to avoid attracting attention to yourself. You've been keeping a really low profile. And now as you're opening up to abundance and manifesting abundance and relationships and all kinds of things, now you're ready to be seen. Now you're ready to come out of the shadows and to be recognized and appreciated. Your next card here is the Justice card, another major arcana card. When I have major arcana cards coming in back to back, it tells me really big changes in a very short period of time. So the remainder of the year, a lot of things might change for you before 2022. You might see really big changes happening in the next couple of weeks. Now the Justice card is about balancing our head and our heart. And we know that a lot of you are feeling stuck because of that 7 of Cups, right? You're not sure what to focus on. You're not sure what to choose. You're not sure what to do. And for me, a lot of the times the Justice card comes up when you're struggling with making a decision because you have noticed that in the past, every time you listen to your heart, you feel like you get burned. And every time you listen to your head and you do the logical thing, you feel absolutely miserable. And so you're like, I can't win. I can't win. I try to follow my bliss and I get burned. I try to do the logical thing and I'm miserable. The Justice card comes in to say that You don't have to choose between these two. It's not about this or that. It's about bringing the two together to make the best decision and the best action plan. Justice card energy is, what is my heart telling me? What do I want? And how can I get there logically? Instead of just taking this, jumping head first and not thinking about it. It's bringing in the logic. How can I make this successful? How can I pursue this ambition, this desire, this wish, this dream? How can I do it in a way where I'm setting myself up to succeed? Where I'm making sure I have what I need in the process. Justice card also will come up in times of like standing up for yourself, fairness, boundaries. I see justice card come up for people sometimes when you're being treated as though you are less than. This could be family members talking down to you or being controlling or manipulative. This could be in a work situation where you don't feel respected or you're being treated unfairly or unethically. And so in a work situation, the justice card can come up sometimes to say that some of you maybe need to learn to stand up for yourself, but there might be an element in this for some of you that includes taking it to the courts, standing up for your legal rights, right? Maybe there's some like discriminatory thing happening in your job, some kind of discrimination or something unethical, or they're putting you in danger somehow, right? And so I can't tell you that, 100% you have a case. You have to go to a lawyer to figure that out. Hey, can we get a consultation here? This is my situation. What are the laws that maybe are being broken here? Do I have a case? And an attorney is not going to take a case that they think they're going to lose. The attorney will flat out tell you, oh yeah, you have a case here, right? And they'll gladly take it to court. Because if they help you win, they win, right? Oh, candle just went out. So some of you might be having to stand up for yourself in the court of law. And for some reason, I feel like for some of you, how can I say this? You're not being given the proper accommodations, right? So maybe there's a physical limitation that you have. Maybe there's a mental health issue or something where there might be some laws in place where like you're supposed to receive some kind of help or some kind of assistance. And they're not doing it. They're not providing you with what they're obligated to provide you with. But then like they're coming down on you that you're not doing a good job. But they might be aware of your situation. I don't, that might not make sense to all of you, but for some reason I'm getting that feeling or that sense, right? Like they knew this was in your background, they knew about it, they've hired you on, but they're not giving you the accommodation that you need to do the job. Or they're not giving you the modification that the law allows you to have to do the job. That's a very specific thing. It's not going to be applicable for every single one of you, but I just, Spirit is telling me to share that. You may want to check out your moon sign and rising sign videos. Some weeks those might resonate with you more than your sun sign. You may need a private reading, which I'm more than happy to do for you. If you go to calendly.com/amethystangelite, you can schedule a private reading with me there. Love and romance readings for December are linked in the description. You'll be seeing the 2022 forecasts popping up over the next 24 hours. My goal is to have all of them uploaded before December 1st, which is not that far away. But the 2022 forecast, you guys will be seeing those coming up too. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Have a wonderful week, my dears. Take care.